Hi, I'm Larissa.
And I'm Lisa, and on our AOK is religious knowledge.
Religion is drawing together beliefs on the origin and purpose of life, teachings on moral and social conduct, a sense of sacred and holy, and usually concepts of metaphysical deities. These studies can be found in philosophy, history, and theology. Religion has been used as long as humans have been on this earth. The longest standing religion is Hinduism.
Religious systems try to offer answers to fundamental questions about the meaning and purpose of life. This area of knowledge includes a wide and diverse range of different systems and beliefs. Some of the most famous members of this area of knowledge include
Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, and Hinduism.
Some people believe that only one true religion is correct, while others argue that all of the different religions are just varying reflections of the same underlying truth. In order to gain knowledge using a religious system, shared knowledge and personal knowledge must be used to form your own ideas on what you believe in, so that way it can become justified true belief. We may never know what God looks like, but as human beings, we have a natural tendency to think of God in human terms. The tendency to picture God in human terms is known as anthropomorphism. This natural tendency is apparent in the religion of the ancient Greeks, who portrayed their gods as human beings. Atheist philosophers argue that man created God in his own image as we continue to project human qualities onto him. Religious studies is unique from other areas of knowing in that it is typically taught outside of school due to the fact that religion is often regarded as a sensitive area because people tend to have very personal and deeply held convictions on religious matters.
As you can see from the tree here, there are many different religions throughout the world. However, all these religions can be sorted into three main groups: theism, pantheism, and atheism. Theism is the belief that God is omnipotent, omniscient, and omniamorous, which is, in other words, all-powerful, all-knowing, and all-loving. These beliefs are shown in Christianity, Islam, and Judaism. The other group is pantheism, which believes that God is everything, the good and the bad, and that you should love all of it. These beliefs are shown through Hinduism and Buddhism. And the last group is atheism, which denies the existence of God completely.
Using human language, it is often difficult to describe the divine. The term God exists is a metaphysical term because he is thought to exist but cannot be seen. So it's more of a metaphysical term rather than an empirical proposition because there may not be evidence to determine its truth or falsity. That's why it's important to use analogies and metaphors when it comes to religion, due to the limitations of the human language in describing the divine. At a common sense level, some might agree that religious language is sometimes difficult to understand, but still people insist that they have some idea of what people are talking about when they describe the existence of God. Some key terms/concepts included in this area of knowing include faith, which is the complete trust or confidence in someone or something. Revelation, the revealing or disclosing of some form of truth or knowledge through communication with a deity. And miracle, a surprising and welcome event that is not explicable through natural or scientific laws. Religious studies have had language shifts from oral to written, Latin to vernacular. People are usually educated with religion through scripture, such as the Bible, or through leaders and authority figures, such as the preacher. The way of knowing faith is often privileged because it's hard to justify if there's a God or not, or if there are multiple gods. Since religion is hard to justify, methods like interpretation of scripture, use of reason, value on faith, revelation, and sense perception are used to seek, test, confirm, and justify knowledge.
Go.
Hey, Buddha! How many monks does it take to change a light bulb?
None. The change must come from within.
Oh, you're so funny. Hey, how does Moses take his tea?
He brews it.
That's some good tea. Religious knowledge is widespread throughout the world. As it is, it has many strengths. Religion keeps you in check. It keeps you behaving well. For example, in Christianity, the method of sin and its adverse effect on your afterlife really helps people be the best they can be and commit good deeds during their lives. Another strength of religion is that it helps you to be forgiving. Realizing that Jesus forgave us in Christianity helps people forgive not only themselves but others in difficult situations. Another strength of religion is that it allows you to take a higher perspective in situations and overcome reason with faith. Reason most of the time is a good thing, but sometimes it can be very burdening and almost harsh, impersonal. By having faith, you can sometimes overcome reason. These are shown in works like healings or miracles. This is a major strength of religion. The final strength of religion is that it helps you be grateful for what you have. Realizing all the things you have, not only physically but metaphysically, is stressed throughout religion and helps you be a better person. Religion is a good thing in general, but it does come with its few set of flaws. The first flaw of religion is the paradox of omnipotence. This paradox asks the question, could God create a being that he could not control? If not, he is not truly omnipotent. And so we don't really know the answer to this question, and so it is therefore a flaw of religion, an unanswered question. And the second flaw of religion is the paradox of change. This is the theory that God is already perfect, like being at the top of a mountain. So if he takes action to change a situation, then theoretically he can only go down the mountain. The third flaw of religion is the paradox of suffering. This is a discrepancy between whether God is all-loving or all-powerful. Theoretically, in religions like Christianity, Judaism, etc., we believe that God is all-loving and all-powerful, but there comes a discrepancy in the fact that if he is all-loving and wants us to do good, but all-powerful and can control everything, why do we suffer in the world? And so we can't answer that question either. The fourth paradox of religion is the paradox of free will. If God is all-knowing, then he should know the past, the present, and the future. That makes sense. But theoretically, this could make human free will an illusion. This has been shown in the real world with predestination. That was a branch of Christianity that believed that as soon as you were born, God already knew whether you're going to end up in heaven, hell, everything you're going to do in your lives. But it kind of makes a lot of people feel uncomfortable. So this is another flaw of religion. Furthermore, there are people that deny the existence of religion. They feel that things like miracles and healings aren't really spiritual experiences. They believe that it is really the human mind being tricked into thinking that there was divine intervention in a situation that was really just a freak occurrence in nature. And finally, the big unanswered question, one of the major flaws of religion is the question, why did God create us and why are we here on earth? We can't answer this question in any of the religions. So this is one big flaw of religion. Not to mention, there are many religions throughout the world, but many of these religions contradict each other. So the real question is, who is right? Is anyone right? And what happens to the people that aren't right? Religious knowledge has a very prominent status throughout the world. There are many different views on religion, some support and some deny it. There are some very prominent supporters that I'd like to bring up. For example, Newton, Isaac Newton, he believed that God existed. He thought the world was such an amazing creation that it could only be created by someone who is all-powerful and all-loving like God. There was also Paley. He believed that the world was like a watch, and God was the watchmaker, making all the intricate gears tick. And finally, Pascal. He believed that it was better to bet that God existed than if he didn't, because if you bet that he existed, then if he does, you end up going to heaven, whereas if you don't, then if he does exist, then what will happen to you? On the other hand, there were also skeptics, like David Hume. He went through various theories to deny the existence of miracles. He's the one who created the theory of wish fulfillment, thinking that the human mind would just trick you into believing that spiritual things had happened to you when really it was just a freak occurrence in nature. Also, Davies denied the existence of religion. He believed that it was all evolution, like Darwinism. One interesting note about the status of religious knowledge is that it's very sensitive to people. As such, religious education is mostly done outside of school and is found by people themselves individually, at least in America, or by families more in like collectivist cultures. They're not really talked about much in public education, especially in America. Most of religion is a serious matter that involves self-reflection and building a higher faith. However, not all of religion is super serious. It can also be fun. Our last example of experience in the real world involving religion is winter holidays like Hanukkah and Christmas. Hey guys!
Hey!
Merry Christmas!
Thank you!
Thanks! Oh my god!
So I hope you enjoyed our presentation. Enjoy your milk and cookies too. This is the AOK religion, and I hope you've learned not only the TOK aspects of religion, but of the fact that religion is not only a serious self-reflective thing, it's also fun. Merry Christmas!
In June!
And happy Hanukkah!
Hi, I'm AQ. Hi, I'm Larissa.
And I'm Lisa. And our AOK is religious knowledge.
Religion has been on this earth since as long as humans have been on this earth. I'm sorry.
You want to read it?
Hello. Start over.
Religious systems try to offer answers.
Uh-oh. 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 Okay, everybody look here.
Merry Christmas.